Sheni, we are talking cars. We have a KIA Rio on test today. This is Kia's offering into a very competitive and highly contested compact hatchback segment. This is where we get to really distinguish between the haves and the have-nots. The haves being the likes of the VW Polo, which is really championing this segment, your Hyundai i20s, the now discontinued Ford Fiesta, and the slow-edge selling Mazda 2. As for the have-nots, you get your Nissan Micra in there, your Peugeot 208, your Citroën C3. Actually, no, not really. That's actually a compact crossover. Now, there are 4 variants on offer, and this particular one is the LS version, which features a 1.2-liter engine. Then you can step it up to the LX, the EX, and the Tech if you want the 1.4s. Now, if you are like me and you really do love yourself a sunroof, and you behave as though you were born out of one, waving your hand, then you can stick it out for the SR version of the 1.4-liter Tech. Now, what sets apart the LS from the other variants? You get the exclusion of fog lights on this end. You simply get this plastic, and yeah, it is quite good. So I love how these horizontal headlights wrap around the car. They look quite good. A very minimalistic approach when it comes to the grille, and then you get the new-ish Kia logo, which is nicely suited to be there. And on the lower parts of the bumper, your plastic inserts. Nothing to really complain about. Now, for a bit of aggression, you do get, yeah, the slip-ish style on this end. Now, for the side overview or the side profile, what are your thoughts? I think it looks really good, especially for an entry level into the KIA Rio range, because this comes equipped with these alloy rims. These are actually 15 inches in size, and they look amazing. Like they really look really good. And then you get this thick tire, which really adds to your comfort levels when driving your car. On this particular one, your indicator is not mounted. Well, it's mounted there and not on your mirror, which is okay, really, to be honest. To compensate you for that, you get a chrome strip on your window surrounds. Now, at the bottom part of the car, you get a subtle yet effective design line running through all the way to the rear. Now, starting with the door card, as you can possibly expect from this segment, plenty of plastics. So the entire panel is made of plastics. There is no use of leather or any material throughout here, but it's not really bad plastic. It's just, you know, it's okay. I'm not really expecting too much. So on this space, it's a bit tight on this end to store maybe your wallet or cell phone or something there, but you get a really big bottle holder, which is really huge. It's gigantic. You get electronic mirror controls throughout and electronic window controls throughout. So yeah, quality is not bad, you know, it looks really good as well. Now, stepping inside for an entry level offering, this is really good. So you can really adjust your seat to go up and down, and yeah, man, so the patterns, the design, it looks quite good as well, you know, really good quality seats. They look and feel quite squishy as well and supportive. So let me quickly step in and we can continue from there. As for the interior overview, this is what it looks like, and yeah, good. So getting into it, I like how the steering wheel is nicely designed. It feels quite good, quite compact in your hands. You get the steering wheel mounted controls, and yeah, they look quite good, feel quite good as well as far as the sound is concerned. And then your gauges or your instrumentation cluster, it looks quite good. Bold scripting, rate accents and tones, looks really good. And obviously in this segment, or in this particular car rather, I'm expecting a use of lots of plastics. And yeah, everywhere you touch, nothing really soft, hard plastics throughout. But yes, this is also what you get in the other cars, you know. And yeah, I like how Kia went with this approach. Whether you opt for the entry level or the higher spec one, you get an 8-inch infotainment screen, which offers you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And yeah, this has the piano black finish, but I'm not seeing any scratches. Neither am I picking up any scratches on these ends or on these air conditioning vents, and they're nicely and interestingly styled. I like that. I also like how these has short keys to whatever you want. This is like a really good approach. 10 out of 10 for me. It is a nice gray finish over here. Feels quite solid as well. And yeah, man, this manually operated and air conditioning system, quality not the greatest, you know, but that's not a complaint. I'm really just pointing it out. I like the design that is used throughout, really good. There is space for your smartphone. Maybe this could have been an inductive charging port. You get a 12-volt power supply, USB slot, and space for something else. Notice that there are points for, you know, hotkeys for something else. Maybe in the higher spec variants, these would operate something else. Gear shift lever, not the prettiest looking, but yeah, looks good as well. Non-adaptive cup holders. I love the inclusion of a center armrest and how you can really adjust it. This is beautiful. And when you open it, decent enough space in there. This is really solid. Now opening your glove box, plenty of space in there. I'm impressed. And then yeah, you get these reading lights and space for your sunglasses holder. Well, also a Powerball ticket. So yeah, one day is one day. Tatama chance, tatama million. Something like that. And then when you open this end, this is beautiful. I wasn't expecting this. You get a mirror on the side, which you can switch on and off. I wonder if the same applies for the driver. Beautiful, man. Well done, Kia. This is proper. Let's go through to the rear. The car dog card is easily identifiable as the one in front. Yeah, opening for a bottle, but it really is quite tight in here. I wonder if we can fit that bottle in there. Let's try it out. Okay, quite a squeeze, but it does go in there. But yeah, no, I wouldn't really use that. So yeah, not really gonna speak much about this either. I just want to show you the interior. Decent enough legroom. Decent enough. The seats and the quality, they still look quite good. All the variants have ISOFIX mounting points, so that's really good. Obviously on this one, well, not so obvious, but you don't get a center armrest. And yeah, this is why I always prefer leather seats. You know, you can see a bit of that. And yeah, this is used by kids and so forth. So hey, there's only so much you can do with rowdy kids. And then you get, I love how there's an inclusion of a USB type C, I think. Oh no, it's not just a normal USB port or slot over there. Leg room, let me go inside. But headroom is fair, plenty. Surprisingly enough, plenty of leg room for me. I mean, the seat is in my driving position, and yeah, I can really stretch and just be comfortable in here. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I like that. Just an overview from the side once again. As for the rear section of the KIA Rio, I'm impressed. A minimalistic approach here that is effective. I love how these, are nicely designed. Your taillights are nicely designed, a nice and boxy shape. So this has standard illumination, but on the 1.4 tech, I think it has LED, or it offers you something along those lines. I forgot the terminology. Now this is a nice scripting over there, KIA Rio, straight to the point. A nice Kia badge on that end, so you can either open it using your key, which I'll show in a moment. There's your key. You can either press and hold or open it over there, but I'll show it just now. Yeah, on the bottom side of it, you get a light deflector, a nice finish on your diffuser. It really will stand the test of time. And yeah, straight to the point, easy going on the eye. I like it, I love it, in fact. So yeah, opening the boot area, decent space. I'm impressed. I really like it. I think it looks quite good. These open a 60-40 split. I like that. There is space to put a few things on this side. You get a shopping basket holder on this end. The same thing on the other side. You get a light to load at night. And I like how this looks like it is adjustable on 2 levels. It's either this can be here, or maybe the cover that goes on there is somewhere in the house or something. I don't know. So when you open underneath, you get a full-sized spare wheel. No, this is a space saver, but it's quite thick, so I won't really complain. I like it. And yeah, plenty of space to even store other things within this compartment. So really solid. Cooler bag, boxes, bags, double sharp. You'll be sorted. Let's go through for a drive. Okay, welcome to the driving impressions of the KIA Rio 1.2 LS variant. And yeah, we've only driven like 2-3 meters, and so far changing up really feels quite seamless and smooth. So the gearbox and the clutch pairing is really good. This is a 5-speed, and with the 1.2 liter engine that it comes with, it offers you 61 kilowatts of power as well as 120 newton meters of torque. And I know, yes, those are really minimal numbers. I'm not expecting fireworks either, but I think that the approach that Kia went with sort of works. So with the entry-level variant, they offered you a 1.2 liter engine. So if you're gonna pay, if you're gonna pay for the least spec variant, you might as well get the least powerful engine. I think that makes a bit of sense. And then if you want a bigger engine, such as the one you get in the 1.4 liter tech top of the range, then that offers you 73 kilowatts of power as well as 135 newton meters of torque, somewhere there. I'll double check. And yeah, that also will not really blow you off your feet off. Something identical to this would be an i20 that has a 1 liter engine, which is really quick, so I can always recommend that. So for what this car is, basically a city run around, something affordable to run in terms of fuel costs and maintenance, I think they nailed it. So far it is quite easy to drive. It really is soft and seamless and really planted and comfortable. So I'm gonna give it to the beans right here. Screaming for dear love, but yeah, so clearly it can get up and get going as a 1.2 liter, only if you push it and you punish it hard enough, and then it will respond accordingly. But to be honest, any 1.2 liter engine that's not turbocharged is mainly made to run around town and be your daily car, you know, something to use when you go to work, the shops and so forth. You know, if it's loaded with passengers, then yes, that may be a challenge for the car, but as a sole commuter you will be fine. You'll really be good. This is rated with well, this has a 45 liter full tank capacity, and then yeah, fuel economy, it's averaging 5.9 liters per 100, which is really good. I mean, that is impressive. Those are proper numbers. Those are really proper numbers. So yeah, driving it, I haven't driven this car before, but I can easily get acquainted with it. Clutch a bit on the soft side, which I really like, you know. And yeah, man, body roll, let's try this corner. Yeah, also quite minimal. So driving dynamics are really solid with the car. Like, driving it is quite good. I'm impressed so far. It feels quite good, feels quite smooth as well. You know, economy is really good. The safety though, you only get 2 airbags, you know, one for the passenger, one for the driver, and this spec, and that's a bit disappointing, really. Yeah, that's the big negative that I have about this car. As a product, for what it needs to serve, I think it's really solid. So if you want a brand new one, you will get one you will get the LS spec, which is this one, from 280,000. That equates to plus minus 4,800 per month. And then if you want the 1.4 tech, if you get the RS version, then it's known the SR version, then that also has a sunroof, which appeals to me a lot as somebody who's quite young. You'd spend an extra 100,000, so maybe 380 from there. So that's a good 6,800 to 7,000. And yeah, I don't know if it makes sense to you. You know, so it depends on your needs and just how long you want to keep the car for. If it's something, okay, a general rule that I use, if I plan on keeping it for a few years, then you can always get away with getting a less spec variant. But if you want something to keep for longer than that, maybe longer than your finance term, it's always advisable to get the higher spec ones, because you get to enjoy convenience features such as, like, maybe a great sound system. For example, the Rio has cruise control. I mean, the Rio Tech has cruise control. It comes with leather, you know, artificial leather. It comes with an automatic climate control. It comes with better safety specifications, a better engine, park assist with PDC, things such as that. So yeah, with that being said, obviously you can see what I mean. So the higher you go with the spec, the more convenience features you have to really enjoy your car and play around with it. So yeah, I normally do recommend which one to go for on this side, but I think how Kia approached the whole thing was really solid. If you want something a lot more affordable, just get the 1.2 and you're fine. But if you want a lot more from your car, then maybe get the 1.4 tech, the top of the range. The two middle ones, maybe not so much. Between the LS and the EX, yeah, I'd definitely take the EX. It has slightly better spec, and yeah, really, it boils down to what you can afford. Warranty is really good, like the best in the business. You get a 5-year unlimited kilometer warranty. So if you were thinking of a business, maybe get this 1.2 liter because you're gonna save in petrol and costs, and then be covered for the next 5 years. Warranty, okay, that's the warranty. Services, you get 4 years, 60,000 kilometer service plan. So that's really solid. That's really solid as well. So you get peace of mind with this sort of car. When you buy it and purchase it, you really can enjoy it for a long time. You know, and then just enjoy your car. And it really is quite easy to drive, you know, really quite easy to drive. Yeah, here's a beautiful color on this KIA Rio. I think that's my favorite color, a dark charcoal grayish effect. It looks really good. And yeah, I mean, these are quite popular around our streets, really quite soft and comfortable. The seats are amazing. Center armrest, I'm already using it, I love it. And just the car as a whole, from this car I'm not really expecting too much, and it's doing exactly what I expect from it, which is just a reliable, easy point A to point B commuter. I sound like I'm rambling, so with that being said, hey, let me stop. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, guys, please like, please subscribe. Subscribing is free. And yeah, man, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Please let me know, what are your thoughts? What would you opt for? Which one appeals to you the most? Does it make sense? I think the pricing is a bit on the steep side of things, but hey, pricing is really high for all the cars. Yeah, that is quite expensive to buy. This is quite expensive to buy, and so forth. So won't dwell much into pricing. And yeah, thank you guys, thank you. I can't thank you enough for watching and your support. Keep well. See you on the next one. Sharp.